Oh gosh. Okay, there's that off. Sitting up, I'm back in my machine today, and but at least I have a sweatshirt on today. Oh, although what? I'm shaking away. Shaking away. Ah, this is such an attractive camera angle. Oh, I tell you, nothing, nothing can get me down. That's true. Not today. So, hi everybody. Yes, I am Gretchen. I'm going to put something up here and stick it over here so it knows to look this way. Oops. Oh, that's not the camera. Okay, this side. This side. Hi, Gloria. Oh my gosh, that was such a treat on Angie's channel. Oh my goodness. It was just like the best. Absolutely the best. As my husband said, he'd never seen anything quite like that. And I just, that she did that for me is just such an honor. Okay, sorry you guys, let me just move up a little bit. Okay. Ooh. All right. So, I am propped up. Tony, you want to get a knee replacement? Like I said, nothing can get me down today. This is just, I am literally 2 days post-op. I had it on Monday. I did check in at 9 in a surgical center, not in the hospital. And surgery, I was out of the surgery into recovery by like 12 or so. And we were on the road home, which is an hour and a half drive, by probably 2:30. And that first night was rough. Yeah, it was a lot of, I had to take the painkiller, I had to take this stuff, and it gave me weird dreams, and and I couldn't sleep through it, and I kept hearing things in the background, and that was no fun. But since yesterday morning, I haven't had to take that narcotic painkiller, which, yay. And then I have been able to get in this machine here and do all kinds of fun things. So I'm going to close this out. I want to get on my phone here and find my channel because tonight I want to see all the there we go. I want to see the comments, and there we go. Yes, I can see them now. So, knee replacements. I use, oh, I'll turn it down. There's just that bit of delay, so I'm going to watch for that. Wow, all right. So, the tricky part with all of this is, besides having crazy hair and all of that other stuff, is that, like I said, I cannot get to my computer where I could like show pictures or do some things or some editing. So since we have such a great group of people here tonight, I'm gonna show some of my wildlife. So it's kind of led me to make Wednesdays my Wildlife Wednesday day. And I hope you guys can hear me. 3 people here, yes. So it's, wildlife is not something that I thought I was going to really get into photographing. When my daughter and her husband had a grass-fed meat farm, I would go out on the farm and photograph their dogs. They had Great Pyrenees, and then the cows and the chickens and all that kind of stuff, and the pigs were great fun to do, to photograph, but it wasn't that big of a deal. And then I decided to go to Alaska and photograph Alaska brown bears. And I went with Art Wolf, and he's gone so many times, and he's so experienced with the bears that it was the trip of a lifetime. It was something beyond incredible. I had experienced some wildlife in Yellowstone in 2014 when we were there in April, and I experienced the bison and the animals, the mountain goats and stuff. And I'd seen my first bear then. It was a black bear. I was like, wow, stop the car, Bob, stop the car. And he goes, what? And I said, there's a bear. And he goes, it's a bear. And I said, no, stop the car. And I jump out of the car. The bear's like 30 feet away from me, just little walking along. And he's like, Gretchen, what? And I'm staying right next to the car with my car door open, of course. But I'm just photographing wildlife. And it just was like, what? And I kind of got this rush. Then I went to Alaska. And the rush became a flood of just, whoa, that is, mind-blowing to be in an area that you know for thousands of acres around you, that there are only a handful of people, and I mean 20 or less, and there is a crowd of bears. And to know that they didn't even really care that I was there, and they were just going on about their business and all that kind of thing. So that was what was really fun. So I'm going to do Wildlife Wednesdays. I think I'm going to do Wildlife Wednesdays. Hi, Angie. Oh my gosh. Girl, that, you should have heard Bob. You should have heard him. He was just going on and on and on. He was talking about how he'd never seen anything like this and how beautiful your technique was, and on and on. And I love it. I absolutely love it. The colors, the composition, the way your palette knife works. Cute. Whoa, I'm just so honored. It was just so cool. Oh my goodness. So anyway, for what? I'm sorry, that big thing keeps sticking in the oops, nope. I forgot to hit. I thought I had my phone on do not disturb. Oh gosh. Sorry. There, got it. Fixed it. my checklist to remember is over there on my desk, and I'm over here. And it also would mean I would connect in my brain to go through a checklist before I do this right now. It's not happening. It's not happening. So we have, I'm going to just check in with everybody. Gloria's here. Yay, Gloria. And Angie's here. And Donna. Yay. Angie. Yes. Great. So, Wildlife Wednesday. I won't stay on very long tonight, and I know you ladies will understand and probably appreciate me, because I could go babbling like badly. But I thought to kick off Wildlife Wednesday with you guys, because you would get a kick out of this. I would show you some of my wildlife photos and do a totem animal on them and tell you a little bit about that. So I have these, I do cards and or small pictures sometimes, but then I also do cards, and I had a set of totem animal or spirit animal cards that I would do, and I would put the some key words about that spirit animal living in the Pacific Northwest. That's a big deal. Raven is a big animal in terms of culture and what it does, and all across the country and around the world. There, totem animals, spirit animals, power animals are very important to me, and I think that they really are important to a lot of people around the world, and they have a meaning. And I think oftentimes when someone sees an animal or it comes into their life repeatedly, or it comes in at a time that they if they understood the message that they might be trying to give to them, it would be cool. It would be cool. I was looking for my totem animal cards, spirit cards. I said, how did Bob go look for me? He's like, nope, here's your Rumi cards. Nope, here's your Kuan Yin cards. Nope, here's your crystal cards. Nope, here's your dragon cards. Nope. Oh my god. And he just couldn't find anything in my stuff. So I went, oh, I'm going to do this. They might get a kick out of this. So here's what I'm going to ask you guys to do. This is an interactive, as close as I can get to interactive without being on eCam. I have between numbers 1 and 9. Put in the chat which number comes to you. And we'll see what animal comes to you. Yeah, I have oracle cards over there. A whole bunch of different oracle cards. I worked with a friend of mine that's an amazing shaman for years, and so, ooh, goody. I got numbers. So now these are photos that I've done and have given cards to. So Donna came up first. Donna probably knows this better than I can. I have a really good friend who's, Anne's a great reader. Monica's a great reader. Oh my gosh. I could never remember. I used to do readings. I can never remember all the cards. Okay, so Angie and Donna both chose 4, which 4 is my swans. Okay. Can you see that? These are trumpeter swans. Get up in the Skagit Valley. They come in and they will literally cover the entire area with, all you'll see is white. They'll either be snow geese or trumpeter swans, and these were the trumpeter swans. This says happiness and soul path. And swans, if you chose swans, oh my gosh, grace, balance, and transformation. I think that's pretty cool for you guys. You know, Donna, it's not necessarily your spirit animal. It's right now it's the animal that's coming to that has come to you and has something to say to you. I don't know who your spirit animal. I'm not that great at doing that, but I do this a lot where I know that they'll come out, and I ask for them to come out in the highest greater good, and to whatever one that says message, and then I have the numbers on here. So if you get chose, so you get the swan. You're the swan, Donna, and who else was swan? Angie. Okay, and then Gloria is 7, which okay, yeah. She's the dog. This one came out for you. And the dog is all about loyalty and guidance. And it's such a noble animal. And it is all about your sensory perception, really, because they sense so much, and to really be aware of your sensory perception and all the things that you see around there. Loyalty, guidance, noble. Yes. Oh my goodness. You guys are cool. Oh, do you have Ted Farmer's spirit animal cards? I don't have those. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to show you the other ones that I have, just to see, and so we can go through. So these are sea lions. And down in Astoria, they're not seals. These are actually the sea lions. They've taken over a couple of docks, but this one says relationships. So they are the unconscious mind. They I can't see. Oh, they're the emotional lives. They're inventive and intuitive. I wrote this down. Oh, it's the voyage can be light if you choose. So in the sea lions, it's about not taking it all so seriously, and that the journey you choose and the path you choose can be light if you choose it to be light. So the emotional lives, inventive and intuitive. So that's that guy. Now, somebody might know better than I do, but this is what the messages that I got. And then a bighorn sheep, I found this guy in Yellowstone. Can you see him? Yeah. Yellowstone, this was when I first ran into wildlife in 2014. And it's assurance, maintain balance, and confidence. That's the mountain goat. Boy, my gosh, they are so amazing. When's the live Facebook chat? Facebook chat December 5th. Oh, yay! Cool. That's awesome. I have I would love to know more. I have a friend who designs them and has gone to tarot conferences that are in like back east, and she was doing that. And then my friend Ann Inman is trained in Peru and in Nepal with different shamans. She's amazing. So Raven, here's my Raven. This was also at Yellowstone at one time, that first trip. Decided he teased me for 2 days before I got this picture. Just ducking in and out of things. And then he sat here on this one, like, okay, I'll just pose. And I'm sitting on a log, and I'm thinking, oh, how lucky, I'm getting the Raven. He's posing, he's tilting his head back and forth. And my husband, Bob, opens the window of the car and says, Gretch, you might want to look behind you. And I turn around and I look, and there is a bison coming right toward me. Fortunately, he stopped on the other side of another log to eat and just took a look at me. And I was like, I turned back and looked at the Raven and said, really? That was necessary to tease me like that? I've chased you for 2 days, and now you do this, you set me up for this, and it was just hilarious. But they are introspection, divination, and renewal. That's the big thing with Raven in my thought. Now this guy I just saw earlier this year. This was a little seal. And they are all about protection during change. They have active imagination, the creativity, and the dreamer. Who's 73? Oh my gosh. Gloria, you are not. You are like my mom. My mom, oh my gosh. My mom had, when she passed at 98, she still only looked like she was in her late 70s. It was pretty amazing. Now, here's Pelican. This is a pelican. This was, I was down in California too, where the seal was. And this was a white pelican. And they are resilient, bounty, and the friendliness and camaraderie that they have. And they're also about giving and generosity. Yeah, the pelican was kind of fun. fun to watch. And, oh yeah, this was amazing. This egret, I was in a kayak and right on water level, so it was bouncing up and down and trying to get the whole thing, and I missed his legs, but that's okay. It teaches how to find your bearings. It guides through uncertainty. It's patient and an observer. So if you see an egret, maybe that's what it's telling you. And of course, a bear. This is a mama bear with a baby. She was so cute. This was her first year as a mama, and she had two little cubs, and there was this one little cub right here was the adventurous one, and the other one is kind of up over on the other side. You can't just add us out of photo, but this one kept wondering what was going on, and he would crawl up on her and try to get her to do stuff. It was hilarious. But the bear is the guardian of the world. If you connect with bears or you see them or they become prevalent, it's all about healing and willpower and introspection. So I think for me, it's not so much about a single animal being my spirit animal, although I do have spirit guide animals. Dragon is my big one, and bears are next. And but I think it's about what shows up in your life and listening to those signals and listening to those signs. So that's what I was thinking. Oh, thank you, Gloria. I know, it's your sheep running out a ram. Yeah, doctors. Fortunately, I've been really good with luckily my doctors have been great in all this. But anyway, back to this. This is just what I wanted to do tonight. I wanted to do a short little intro to Wildlife Wednesday with you guys. Oh, and tomorrow night, dragonflies always come to you. I'll tell you a story. I said I would do that one night, tell you the story of my dragons and the dragonflies story that came to me. I haven't written it down. I probably should. But I'll just tell it because the dragons can come later at another time. So I was in we were doing a class one night and we were doing a dream meditation, and this image, the dragons that I always have, I have one called Ancient that comes in, and then they kind of swooped around and told me a story and said, and that the story was that there came a time when dragons, there was a time when the dragons were loved and respected and thought to be the protectors of the world and of the universe, and Creator made them to be that great. But they became, in such a way, thought badly of, that they knew they had to still be the protectors of our world, and yet find a different way to present themselves. Some of the dragons went to sleep in different various places. I actually think I saw one around the edge of Crater Lake. I've seen some in hills in different places, up at Trinity Alps, different places where they sunk into the earth and became, in the legend that I was told in this dream, that this is what they became. They became part of the earth and the mountains that protects us, and and watches over in some way. But they also knew that they needed a presence here in our earthly world to watch out for us. And so a huge number of the dragons agreed to become dragonflies. And they gave up the power and the chance to be the giant and the long lasting ever. Instead, out of complete commitment and love for the creatures of the universe, they became the dragonfly, where they can zip around and watch and flit, and we can still see the beauty in them, and we all think that they're so beautiful and wonderful and are amazed by them, but weren't really aware that they really are holding that dragon spirit within them. That's the story that I got in that dream meditation, and I love it. I love it. If those stories come to you for some reason or whatever, but I believe that there's that much beauty hidden everywhere, and there's that much surrounding us and watching out for us, yay, so be it. Anyway, I am, oh, thank you, Angie. Isn't that a cool, I mean, it was one that just simply came to my head, and I'd never written it down. I probably should, and flesh it out into a whole story, but that's kind of how it is for me. Yay! Thank you, Angie. And so, ladies, I'm going to not keep you on for very long because I am tired. Didn't sleep a lot today, which was funny. I did. I'm with another group that we do, that Glenda's in, and we do Vlogmas with Ecamm. So we go do a vlog or video every day for during the month of December, and we can repurpose some things or different kind of things. So I tried to edit one of those for tomorrow on Animoto, and because I'm not on my desktop, I didn't have all the features, so I just had to let go, part of it go and say, okay, it's gonna be fine. So it'll show tomorrow on YouTube probably as just a video. But I wanted to come on tonight, and I'll come on again tomorrow night, and just I just wanted to share this, the Wildlife Wednesday, what they mean to me, and we'll see what other nights become. I think Tuesday might end up being Topaz Tuesday, because the abstracts will come in on a certain night. That's what the video is that I did, is of abstracts, and just there's some finished product on them. I'll put that out tomorrow. But for now, thank you all for being here, and huge thank you, Angie. That meant so much to me. You can't imagine, but it meant so much to me, and it means so much to me. And for each and every one of you that is here, I value your friendship. I love your art. I believe in your purpose, whatever that may be. And you have to double dance for me, Angie. Because I'm not, I'm up to 50% on my CPM machine. I got to get up to 60 tomorrow, pushing it each day. But you guys have made this recovery time just that much more bearable. And plus, your art is so inspirational. Oh my gosh, that copper, Angie, was just and with the little swath of purple and the little bit of green and the edge. Bob was just going on and on and on. I'm just excited about where it's gonna go. It's gonna go someplace where I can see it all the time when I'm looking. You bet. All right. So you know what I have to tell you. Keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. And the first place I want you to go look is in the mirror. To all of you, blessings, and have a wonderful, wonderful night.